Hi, everybody. Rachel Tenenbaum here, your self-help socialite, bringing you the hottest events and programs for kick-ass business and life. And today, I'm so excited to be here with the lovely and talented Soraya. No, did I get that correct?
So close, Rachel. So close.
I tried.
Sora was right. So Sora, Surya, no.
Soraya. Okay, got it. So, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm
So,
so happy to be here.
definitely. So, just to give everybody a little bit of background, Sora and I met, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago, and we just sort of kept seeing each other at these parties and events and seeing that the other was traveling. And finally, we were like, okay, what are you up to? And she caught my eye with her Radiant Women's Circle. And anything, as you guys know, that's like travel related, learning related, experience related, I'm super excited about it. So we're here today to talk about the Radiant Women's Circle and what exactly that experience is all about, who it's best for, and why you created it. So tell us what is it?
Absolutely. I'm so excited to tell you about it. Okay. So about a year ago, I left my full-time work and I was dedicated to travel. I had an apartment in New York, but I kind of let it go and I allowed friends and different guests to come and stay. And I went and left to go to Australia. And since then,
Wow. Okay. Clearly.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, I don't know the whole details, so I'm so excited to learn all about this. And P.S. What was your full-time job? Like, what were you?
Sure. I worked for a design company called IDEO. It's global.
I have
Yeah.
a friend that. Okay, I have a friend that
Ah,
works for them.
and I was their experience lead. So I was there to manage the experience and the culture of the environment at the New York studio.
Wow. Amazing. Okay, so you left that.
I
You.
left that with really, they were so beautifully supportive, and I left and I traveled around Australia and then Europe and then back around the US. And the whole time, what I did was I hosted women's circles, these intimate, sacred gatherings of women who may not have known each other to come and really be in touch with their inner voice and learn about the divine feminine energy and manifest. It was
Ooh,
all about
I
manifesting.
love it. You're already like speaking my language. Traveling, women, circles,
Yeah.
manifesting. Okay.
So as I did that, I became really just, it was so much fun. I love gathering women. I love playing. I love getting women to cry and tap into what
Of
they're
course.
dealing with.
Yeah, of course.
And from it, I realized a lot of the women wanted and had this deep desire to be leaders in their own community and to create circles, whether it's just women or men and women with children, it doesn't matter, but they really yearn to do that. So I began to be called to create a training. So that's what I have now available. I have a 3-day intensive training where I guide women in learning how to have their own circles.
Okay, that's fabulous. So I saw you have four different trainings coming up in like amazing locations. So tell us a little bit about the timeline, the locations, and like which are they all the same? Are they different? Which would be better for different people?
Absolutely. They're all typically the same training. It's just in different fabulous locations.
Awesome.
So the first one is at the end of February. It's in Bangkok, in
Wow.
Thailand.
Oh my
And of
gosh.
course, Bangkok is a great hub to then go to somewhere like Chiang Mai or Phuket or Koh Samui on the beach. And it's 3 days from Friday to Sunday. And then the following one I have is in March, which is in Vancouver at a
Oh,
beautiful location with a studio that does a lot of karmic work, a lot of work with their community. And then I go to Athens in June
in Greece.
in Greece.
Oh my gosh. I want to just
Yes.
go to all four of them just because.
Totally. So
Okay.
that one's going to be fabulous. And then I have a couple of others in the works, but I can't yet announce
Ooh,
because
we'll have to.
they're not fully set.
Ooh, sounds
Mhm.
exciting. Now, what made you pick those four specific locations? Was it just like venue? Have you like connected with the cities?
Sure. They had to do with the cities themselves where I wanted to go, either because I've been or I haven't been.
Hmm.
So Thailand is deep and dear to my heart. I lived there for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And then Vancouver, I've never been, and I've heard so many great things about it. And Athens, who doesn't want to go to Greece?
I
I've
know.
never been.
That's fabulous. Amazing. So,
Yes.
so walk us through like what's going to happen in the 3 days. So, just to recap, four of these opportunities is perfect for people. So it's either like depending on what works in your schedule, if there's a destination that you've been dying to go to,
Yes.
3 days, jam-packed, you get a training. Do they get some sort of certificate? What is, walk us through though first the day by day.
Absolutely. So you take 3 days and you come, and the first thing we do is we dive into ceremony. And you begin to really experience what it's like to have a beautiful feminine approach to a circle using ancient wisdoms that our grandmother's grandmother would have known. Tapping into a lot of the practices that I've accumulated throughout my life and the healing journey that I've gone into. And then we go into learning about rituals and how you create rituals and playing with laws of manifestation and what are some practices that we can dive into. And then really holding our sisters in their light. So being really honest and authentic in our wishes and our desires, and really creating and co-manifesting those desires. And then having a time where you each, as women, have an opportunity based on your own experiences and your own ways of being and your interests to be able to create a circle. So really learning how to be that leader and that teacher for your own community. So you don't just leave knowing the practices, but you leave knowing how to hold that space.
Wow, that's fabulous. Right?
Yeah.
So it's really like a leadership training besides like you experience it and then you walk away being able to recreate this experience for other people.
Absolutely. And then going forward, you can then work with me in a mentorship program where I help you not only continue those practices, dive into your own inner spiritual work, know how to become leaders, but also how to cultivate your own business around this. So my idea is that, yes, you should always give your services, but in many ways, there's an energetic exchange. And so you need money and financial abundance in order for you to 100% energetically give even more. So I help women with that going forward.
Wow, that's amazing. Awesome. And how many people are typically in the program in each weekend?
In Vancouver, I think there's going to be about 30.
Oh, wow, that's so exciting. Amazing.
Yes. So anywhere, if the smaller version of Victoria, there's the other place I'm going to, Victoria, British Columbia. So yes, so anywhere as small as maybe about 20 to about 36 is the typical training itself. But you get a lot of one-on-one with me and and at the end of the day, you have a community of women, of about 30 women that becomes your best friends, that becomes your real true sisters, that you're not catty with, but that you're really open and supported with, that you go forth having, a deeper understanding and connection with. So
I love it. Thank you. So as far as like for your own personal experience and the other women that have been through the program and out the other side, what can people expect to sort of come in with and then leave with? Like what transformation, manifestations, what have people seen in their lives? What have you seen in your life through doing this work?
Absolutely. Such a good question. Firstly, a lot of the women that enter the circle, including myself, are a bit skeptical. They've either had really bad experiences with friends that are women, bad experiences in their business and interacting with women, or just their experiences growing up. So the first thing we do is we get connected in a really deep way with no inhibitions about how your other sister looks or what she does or none of that. We take that crap and we just move it aside. Right? And so that's the first most important thing. So a lot of women, if you're listening and you're thinking, oh, I don't want to be a part of that because it's going to be really icky. And no, it's actually a beautiful experience. And then through it, where most of my women have come out of it, including myself, is that I have been able to really understand who I am, not the expectations of me or what I am expected to be and do, but really me, what it is my desires. How do I walk my talk and how do I live my life the way I wish to, which also means, for example, me currently not having a home.
Oh yeah, tell us. So P.S. everybody, like side note, when Sora and I got on the call, she's like, oh yeah, I'm homeless. And I was like, okay, pause, hold on a second. So tell us, like, what is that all about? Because you look like you're somewhere beautiful. So.
I am somewhere beautiful. I tend to have really beautiful friends. Part of my core desired feelings, thanks to Danielle Laporte last year, was being free.
Ooh,
and
one
for
of mine
me,
too. I love it.
Yes. And for me, being free was being free of where I lived and this container that I felt I must be. And so that's when I left to go to Australia. And ever since then, I think I've only been in my apartment for a maximum 3 weeks. And if not, I've either been I've been traveling, and basically just staying at friends' houses, apartments, guest houses, and it's been a beautiful, loving experience. And it's taught me how to receive, receive the love and people's acceptance of me needing a place to stay. And then also for me letting go of any tangible items. I live out of one suitcase.
Oh my
And so
gosh. Wow.
I have all of my ritual stuff with me and my goddess cards and all that. And then, I pick and choose exactly what my wardrobe will be. And I still am very luxurious in
Mhm.
how I live, but I'm very intentional about what I have with me.
That's amazing. So besides that, obviously just found it sounding fabulous. What would you say is like the largest transformation that you've gotten out of going through this entire journey in the
Yeah.
past year?
I think the journey has been really being able to heal my wounds, and no longer it being my story, and allowing myself to say, yes, it has happened. I've had some bad stuff happen, but it's okay. It's no longer limiting me, but instead I can continue my journey and really think more positively about all the things that happen. And when I get to a place of feeling insecure or lonely or whatnot, that it's okay. I know how to get out of it now much more quickly than I did before.
I love it. So if you're looking for living free,
Mm-hmm.
having, the life of your dreams and being really supported by women, transforming your relationship to being in community.
Yeah.
Also, it sounds like releasing stuff. I know that stuff like kind of really like bogs us down, and going back to thousands of years ago when women used all of these ancient traditions to really like harness their power and bring so much pleasure and ritual into their lives, then this training program sounds like totally fabulous. Where can they go and find information about this?
Absolutely. They can go to www.radiantwomencircle.com and they'll find out all the information and all the 4 fabulous places that they could travel to. And I'd be more than happy to help them extend their vacation and figure
Mm-hmm.
out where else they want to go travel to while they're there.
Ooh, this sounds exciting. And who knows, travel is my background, so I definitely could also maybe help you guys with the hookup if you want to
Yes.
do some kind of excursion. So it sounds like we have like a zillion more things to talk about, but it's been such a pleasure having you today. And I look forward to, let me know on the blog if you guys have signed up, if you have questions, what your experiences are, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
oh, and I was just going to say, please sign up because you get a little gift, a little ritual package for yourself.
Ooh.
So going forward, you can continue on with your ritual practices.
Oh my God, I'm so signing up today. Love it. Well, happy holidays, everybody, and talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.